A memorial vandalized, and it's not the first time. The ghost bike marks a spot where an Albuquerque cyclist was hit and killed. The man's widow believes she is the reason vandals keep coming back. Here's News 13's Catherine Mazzone.
Crystal, it was a little more than a year ago. Someone took apart the memorial bike for Sherry Anderson's husband. In fact, this is the second bike vandals have tried to destroy. And Anderson doesn't believe it's a coincidence. Sherry Anderson got the call yesterday. A memorial meant to remember her husband was vandalized.
The front wheel is bent. It's obviously bent.
Not only that, someone tampered with the seat and threw aside rocks with messages of encouragement.
You could tell from the wheel and just the ground and the rocks that someone had obviously been there trying to get that bike out of the ground.
But to get that bike out of the ground would be nearly impossible. It's welded together and secured to the ground. That's because this isn't the first time someone's tampered with David's memorial. Last year, around the 3-year anniversary of his death, the bike was disassembled piece by piece. And this time, Anderson is angry.
I finally began to believe that tampering with my husband's memorial bike is just not a random act anymore.
Anderson hasn't been shy about holding the justice system accountable and demanding answers in subsequent cases involving Miranda Pacheco, the woman who swerved off the road and struck her husband, killing him. Anderson was biking alongside him that day.
I think this was their way of saying, I don't like what you said.
But instead of giving in, Anderson says it's fueled a positive anger, giving her the grit and courage to push on.
I won't be intimidated. I'm not someone who will back down. I will always speak my mind. I'm not going to stop. I don't care what it costs me. I do not care what it costs me. I will not quit.
Last month, police say Pacheco was behind the wheel in another crash where she plowed into a building. APD is awaiting blood test results to see if Pacheco was under the influence at the time. Anderson says if that goes to trial, she'll be there. Crystal, back to you.
All right, thanks, Catherine. Now, Pacheco served 90 days in jail for careless driving for the death of David Anderson.